Have you ever stopped to wonder what happened to the Greek gods? Zeus, Athena, Poseidon, once worshipped as divine rulers of the heavens and the earth. Temples were built for them, wars were fought in their names, and entire civilizations believed in their power. But today, they're just characters in old stories. So what happened? Did they fall in a great battle? Were they defeated by a new generation of gods? The truth is much stranger and far more tragic. In this video, we're diving deep into the forgotten fall of the Greek Pantheon, how mighty gods turned into myths, and how a powerful religion was slowly erased by time and belief. Stay with me, because this is a story of loss, transformation, and an unexpected return from the ashes of history. Where did the Greek gods and goddesses go? The forgotten pantheon of ancient Greece. Have you ever wondered what really happened to the Greek gods and goddesses? Why did these mighty deities, who once ruled over the beliefs and imaginations of an entire civilization, vanish without a trace? Many people expect a dramatic ending, a great war like Ragnarok in Norse mythology, or some cosmic battle that signaled the end of an era. But the truth is far less thrilling and far more tragic. There was no divine apocalypse, no final clash of gods. Instead, the gods of Olympus were simply forgotten. These stories we cherish today, filled with gods like Zeus, Athena, and Apollo, weren't always just mythology. For ancient Greeks, these deities were very real. Their myths were once the foundation of a complex and deeply spiritual religion. Greek mythology was the dominant belief system in Greece long before Christianity arrived. Temples were built, sacrifices were made, and people prayed to these gods for rain, health, victory, and guidance. But over time, that divine presence began to fade. As Christianity expanded across the globe, it didn't simply coexist with other religions, it replaced them. Across the ancient world, from the Roman Empire to Celtic and Slavic lands, old gods were pushed aside by the rise of Christianity. In Greece, the process was gradual but relentless. The old gods were branded as false idols, and worshipping them became not just taboo, but dangerous. Even before Christianity took root in Greece, there were cracks in the foundation of Greek religion. Philosophers like Xenophanes openly criticized the gods, condemning their human-like flaws, jealousy, anger, lust, as unworthy of divine beings. Plato, one of history's most influential thinkers, proposed the idea of a single perfect God, referring to it as the form of the good. These early ideas laid the groundwork for a shift in religious belief. Then, in 49 AD, St. Paul brought Christianity to Greek shores. His teachings ignited a spark that would eventually spread like wildfire. People questioned their faith. Doubts grew. The gods of old began to feel less divine and more like distant echoes of a forgotten world. Christian leaders seized this opportunity. Figures like St. Augustine ridiculed the Greek gods. If they were truly divine, they asked, why did they behave with such pettiness? Why were they jealous, deceitful, or vengeful? It was an effective argument, and a dangerous one. Those who clung to the old ways were often persecuted, sometimes even killed. Under the threat of violence and spiritual condemnation, many abandoned their ancient beliefs. But did the gods ever truly disappear? Not exactly. The stories remained, etched in books, carved in stone, and whispered through generations. Greek Orthodox Christianity took hold, and worship of the old gods was condemned as sinful. Over time, belief in Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, and the rest of the pantheon faded into obscurity. People stopped praying to them. Temples crumbled. Their names became myth rather than faith. And yet, in modern times, something curious has happened. We live in a more secular world, one where people are free to explore ancient beliefs without fear of judgment or punishment. Interest in Greek mythology has surged once again. Movies, TV shows, video games, and novels have reignited our fascination with these timeless tales. From Percy Jackson to the Marvel Universe, these gods have returned, not as objects of worship, but as characters of intrigue. There's even been a rise in modern Hellenic paganism, a small but passionate group of people who have revived the old traditions and once again worship the gods of Olympus. As someone who shares myths and legends online, I've seen firsthand how powerful these stories still are. And yes, I've also been accused of spreading evil just by retelling these ancient tales. But that's a testament to how deep these beliefs still run, for better or worse. In the end, the Greek gods didn't go anywhere. They were simply buried under centuries of change, waiting to be rediscovered. So if you're asking where the Greek gods went, they're still here. In the myths, the art, the culture, and maybe even in the hearts of those who still believe.